You'll notice I'm wearing my feng shui for prosperity and security. I don't know how well it's worked. So anyways, you're really kind of pureeing these almost. It's this setting right here. Okay, so you're probably saying, well, why the hell do we want to know how to make German pancakes? German potato pancakes, right? And you only need so much of that. So, a little bit more of this potato. Well, I tell you what, if you ate them one time, you'd understand why. So anyways, that's plenty, because I don't really have a bigger bowl to mix them in, so we'll go ahead and do that. You want to rinse your potatoes off here. I would have normally kind of scraped those into the pan or into the bowl, but I got too much in there as it is. So you'll notice there's a lot of water in there. Take them and drain that water out. You can kind of do it by taking a plate like so. Just kind of drain it. You know, make it a little bit like that. Now you want a little bit of the water. The water is important in there. Okay. Don't worry about the potatoes kind of looking. So I got a couple different deals here. White onion is a pretty strong onion, so if you want a mild onion, they make a bunch of them. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing here. Onion puree. Now I'm going to try anyways. And so that amount of onion per that amount of potato is a pretty good odds. And you got to be careful. Now the potato will brown, but the onion will what do they call that? The onion will burn when it meets. You know, so onions don't. They have a very low temperature rating on them, so they're real easy to scorch it. So too much onion will cause a lot of scorching. That's not happening. And so I don't want any chunks in there either. This is all about smoothness. And so too much onion will also go overpower. So that's probably plenty of onion. Okay. Best time to rinse these off is like right now. We'll get back to those later. Extra onion. I'm a blatant waste of food for sure. But we're just trying to make this quick and easy. Alright, so one egg in the mix here. Notice how eggs don't crack the way they used to. Get that shell out of there. Alright. Okay, so we got that deal going. Casey hates messy stuff, so I got some flour here. This is really just kind of a wing it deal. And so I'll take probably about that much flour and put it in there. What that does is helps, you know, kind of rise. Take some pepper. I don't know if you can see the mix. We'll go quite a bit of little pepper in there. Sea salt. Now these taste really good salty. I know some items don't. These are ones that are kind of meant to be salty. You're going to counteract that salt with sour cream later when they're done. I should get my pan going now. So I'm going to use a regular frying pan. I'm going to hit it pretty hard with some heat. Meanwhile, we're going to just kind of mix this stuff up. I'll just do it slowly and kind of in this fashion. Don't just start stirring it. You're going to make a huge mess. But this is a good way to get the egg and the flour in there real good. Let's do a nice little turn here. Once it gets a little more consistent, then we'll flip it around. So that's kind of the consistency. I think I'm going to put another tablespoon of flour in it, just to kind of thicken it up just a little bit. And you can do that. The flour ain't going to amount to nothing because the onion and the garlic powder and the other shit we put in there. We just want to stabilize it a little bit more so it stays in kind of a pancake form. So yeah, you want it just basically the consistency of pancake. Well, that's how you make the batter. A couple ways you can cook these, but flash frying them is the best way, because if you don't flash fry them, they're going to be really greasy in the end. So you want to be able to drop it in there and hear the, you know, the whole thing going on there, and then toss and turn from there. But that mix is nice and consistent. That's good right there. And what that is potato. Oh yeah, forgot one thing. Alright, where's my damn garlic? Yep. Apparently. Oh, here we go. So this stuff's pretty good. This is just a minced garlic right here. And depending on how garlicky you want it, this is a preference thing. You put a little bit in there. And then you can kind of let this sit a little bit, but don't let it sit too long because it's going to turn gray on you. So, you know, the only way you'd want it to sit a little is to kind of soften up that garlic or whatever and get it kind of permeated. Yeah, I don't really feel like playing bass anymore in videos, so I'm going to start doing some cook ones because I'm quite a cook. Anyways, that's your batter right there. And we're going to get this thing flaring up. I think we're going to use a pan that's going to be handling a little bit more extreme heat. So we're going to turn over here. We're going to use a pan about like this. Alright, we'll go back to the original plan. This pan is nasty. Nasty! Vegetable oil. And a nice layer of it. So you want this vegetable oil right before it just starts to smoke, before you add any of this stuff down into it. Add a little bit more. I like to cover the pan with about a 1/4 inch. It's cheap. Use it. Kind of like a fish fry. Just treat it like that. And so you can kind of see how we got, you know, a little puddle of oil in there. We'll let it get nice and hot. I got a customer coming, so if he comes, all bets are off. But I do want to fry a couple for you. Once they fry, in case I got it, it sounds like someone's here. But once they fry, they'll come out a nice little hash brown looking thing, but a little different. Once they do that, you put them on the plate, salt them how you want them, pepper them, and then use sour cream. I got roommates, so I got to label things myself. That's Kit. And so I'm going to get a, let's see here. It's my old trusty spatula and my scooper. So this is going to dilate it in there for me to where I get a good amount in there. I can smell the grease getting hot now, but you want to sample it a little bit. Just try to, and unless it's, I mean, it needs to hit the ground running. You don't want to put it in there non-percolating. Yep, we're in the guitar shop. We're in the guitar shop with Kit cooking breakfast. German potato pancakes. Welcome. Okay. Let's see. Now, once again, you may say, why? Why are you teaching us German potato pancakes and why are you not playing? That's kind of what you want it to do right there. See how that's acting? That's our little sampler in there, and he's just showing us what to do. Okay, so I'm going to kick it back just a little bit I'm going to get an even spoonful. See that even spoonful? Go back to here. I'm just going to drop that in just like that. And those are about perfect size. If you get them too big, you'll never cook the inside of them. And so, there goes another one. And this is a perfect consistency. I can tell by the way they're hitting the grease. There's another one. These you can kind of move over now. They'll immediately start acting like a tortilla, so you should be able to get 4 of them in a pan like this. I wouldn't try to push any more. Presentation is everything. But we do have room for one more, and that's about what's left in our batter. So let's try to get these over. Just give them a couple seconds before you pour them into each other. You're going to end up with one big one. But those will be good right there. All these recipes are passed down from my mom's mom to, you know, and further. I have a lot of Polish in my blood, so these German potato pancakes, well, I'm not sure where they come from, but they come from my grandma. My grandma taught my mom taught me, and they're really good. And so you just let those brown a little bit. Should look a bit like that when they're cooking. That's a successful batch of potato pancakes coming out. I'm into presentation, so you're not going to see me go in and smoke a cigarette and then hope everything's good in here. I stay above my food as any good cook would. You can take a peek on the bottom. They're going to brown pretty quickly because of the onion. And so you just flip them. Those need to cook a little longer. That was probably our first one in there. But if you use the right amount of flour, they're going to cook pretty rapidly. But you definitely want them golden brown. More representation of the presentation, right? And so the grease is a little bit cooler than it should be. It should be a little hotter. I mean, you want it to shear like a fish, like you're frying fish. Which I fry fish quite a bit. So you could pick me apart on the fact that these are, you know, these are cooking too slow. They should flash fry a little better. But I don't care, because I just taught you how to make some bomb-ass German potato pancakes. You're welcome. And so these don't need anything but sour cream after this. And sour cream is a must. A little dallet, not a whole shit ton unless you like a whole shit ton of it. But see, if the temperature should be in which they would be done right now. I mean, honestly. But, you know, whatever. These are fattening as hell, okay? So we know that part. They're basically like a tortilla. And once again, my temperature should be a little hotter than this. It should be percolating a lot better. You should hear a lot more shearing going on. And even to the point where you get a little black edge around it. What do you think? See if I can spin my camera. Boom. Oops, got my camera. But yeah, we're in the guitar shop where if you look above the cabinets, you will notice multiple guitars. If you look over here, you'll see my new hobby, which is bikes. And this is the Bad Moon Custom Shop. You know, Delio Schmilio. And these are Nad bats that'll get anything done you need. Anyways, these are approaching dunnage. And so, let's see what the first one looks like. That's perfect. And so they should be pretty crispy. and light. You don't want them all absorbed up. If you put these in too early, you're not going to be pleasantly happy at all. But these are coming out perfect. These are actually done. For me to ask for a little more golden brown is asking probably too much. They're nice and crispy, which is what you want. The potatoes are done in them. I'm not going to spill off any kind of grease that's being scooped up. So, that one there's got a little more time to go. I'm going to put these right here. Then to finish this out, I'm going to take my fork, my sour cream, a little dallet, a little more of a dallet. Come on, get off there. Just a little dot, you know, something that you can just cover them so they get a little tang. This is to take out the salt. My mom used to salt the shit out of these. And I got to where I liked them really salty because it reminds me of her. And so, that's it. German potato pancakes, told to you by me. And I grew up on these. My mom would always make these, and she'd make as many of them as I wanted. Take care, man. Always love, respect, and forgive.